Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Top Producer Show. So our mission is to educate, equip, and train servant leaders. Our vision is to create financially independent achievers, and our purpose is to help people grow. And right now we are going over the book by Grant Cardone, If You're Not First, You Are Last. And we are on chapter 19, The Unreasonable Attitude. So before we go into this, I'm going to attempt to see if, and it's not going to let me invite people on here again. Lovely. That's weird. Maybe I need to do a different update. I just updated this thing the other day, so we'll see. So, sorry, but we will invite you guys back on here later, but we will take care of that in a little bit. So,
I also do it like this. You're going to do the intro.
The intro?
Are we doing an intro to the show?
I just did the intro. What are you talking about?
Okay, obviously I was paying attention to other things. No problem. Send it out. So, The Unreasonable Attitude, chapter 19 is what we're on. It says, I've spent the past 18 chapters explaining the tactics that are necessary to advance and conquer during times of struggle. While I want you to know and convince you to execute these actions throughout your life and completely depend upon each of them, I want you to shift into a level of operation whereby you throw away much of the social upbringing, training, and programming and develop a tendency and preference to completely be unreasonable with these actions. Those who will succeed in the marketplace, especially during economic contractions, are the rule breakers, are the noisemakers, are the attention getters, the unreasonable ones. They are the untouchables who regularly do things that set them apart from the economy as a whole. Those who remain sensible become victims of economic savings. Contrary to what Frank Sinatra claims, do it my way, most people will basically have many regrets in their lifetime. They're going to follow the crowd. They're going to follow the norm. They're going to follow what they're socially programmed to do, is basically what he says. I also think most will wish in hindsight they had basically swung for the fences and gone all out. When I say insane here, I simply mean over the top, operating without logical or reason, that has a tendency to sustain people. All you have to do is do more than everybody else. I mean, you do not have to do any insane, crazy amount. You just do more than everybody else, and you're consistent more than everybody else, and everybody thinks you're crazy. Why? Because most people are fucking lazy. They seek a place of comfort. They follow the norm. They follow the crowd. They want to be told what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. You know, you have to get an email. Come get your medicine. You know, it's now your turn, and people fall in line like sheep and line up for it. And there's no reference to exactly what's going on today, but it would apply, right? When I say insane here, I simply mean over the top. So, social means marked by or passed in pleasant company with one's friends and associates. A norm is defined as a principle of right action upon which the members of the group and serving to guide, control, regulate, or properly acceptable behavior. You know, that's why everybody's posting the same online. Oh, I went and got my, Thank you so much for telling me exactly who you are. Unreasonable people are criticized for being so eager to challenge society's barriers, but those who stand by their actions and get things accomplished.
She's all right.
Sorry, our cat's sick, so we're just kind of looking over. For example, where would Christianity be without the teachings of Christ? Where would the founding fathers be against England? Where would Dr. Martin Luther King if he had decided to abide by the laws of the day and not make himself heard? More recently, we have a smaller, Howard Schultz, who's taken the advice of his father-in-law, instead of building Starbucks. He's like, what if Bill Gates listened to his father and remained at Harvard? Some things might be better off, right? He might have not founded Microsoft or become the richest guy in the world, which he no longer is. What if Mother Teresa had not spent her whole life, defending her causes? she would have basically she wouldn't have saved countless lives and made people's life better that were passing away. I could go on and on, list of examples: refuse to quit and follow society's conventions in order to realize dreams. The economy you have is only limited by the amount of unreasonable action you decide to take. So show me someone who did something exceptional, and I'll usually show you an exceptional person. A case to which the rule does not apply. So basically, people who aren't going to follow, they're going to do it no matter what. You know, an attitude, I will until. There's actually a book called I Will Until. Unreasonable attitude. What are 4 types of people who will succeed in the marketplace? You know, people who are going to do it for the mission, people who are going to do it for the money, people who are going to do it to help other people, and people who are going to do it for just the plain accomplishment of it. What are the 4 things that you should not concern yourself with at this time? I mean, the main thing is looking around at what everybody else is doing, looking around at what you're being told to do, following the news, following what the government says, following what a government website says you should do. Nobody thinks for themselves. Everybody, I mean, if it said walk off a cliff, everybody would stand in line. List 3 examples of people who operated irrationally in order to create something. Well, Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins was another one. You know, Jim Rohn, all of the people who, you know, did something great usually went against the social norm and did not follow what everybody else was doing. Write down 2 things you would regret in your life. You would regret if your life ended today. I mean, it's not being able to accomplish stuff. You know, there's a bunch of stuff. You know, us going to get married, us building the business to where I wanted it to be. You know, putting away enough money. You know, there's a certain amount that I wanted to get to. So there'd be a lot of, you know, setbacks. What are 3 ways in which you could stop operating with more insane-like manner? You know, I jumped from, you know, 30 to 50 contacts a day. I jumped to 72. 72 is 500 people a week or 2,000 a month. I had this thought the other day. I was like, I bet there's a group of people that I work with that if we wanted to go completely crazy and go all out, we could actually go all out doing, my brain went blank, doing like an 8-hour day. Like, what would 8 hours worth of contacting look like compared to 45 minutes? How much faster would your business take off? Would you be able to recruit people every day or a few people a day? You know, to go from a handful of people to go to 30 or 40 people in a month, what would your business look like? There's certain things you'd probably have to have in line to be able to do that. So that was just kind of some thoughts. And we'll talk to you later. That's a wrap.
All right, guys, if you guys haven't yet, you want to go to the Top Producer Show Facebook page and you want to go join that page. And you also want to go follow us on YouTube because each one of these videos is going to be uploaded to there. That way, if you guys want to go back, take notes, you are more than welcome to. So with that, we will see you guys tomorrow.